Welcome, Irish Nation. I'm Coach McKenna from Notre Dame High School, and it is our fourth Great Day to Be Irish show. Your responses have been unbelievable. 4,900 views for 3 shows, and that's, not because of my pretty face. That's because of Father Jason, Coach Fisher, Coach Donegan. What a great job, and the information we're getting out about some great people we have here at Notre Dame. If you would like to see our past shows, you can either go on Facebook or go to ndnj.org, hit athletics, and then find your way and get to strength and conditioning, and the shows will be up there the following Thursday after the show. We're coming up a great week. I got to tell you, I'm all fired up. Most of our teams are in the playoffs and everything, and it's a little tape delay here, so hopefully we'll continue to have a good week. But I got to wish our teams good luck. You're just doing a terrific job, and they're being who they are. Great athletes, great student athletes. Coming up Friday, we went down to Seagirt. We had a blast. I mean, the National Guard did a great thing for us, did a little presentation. Then we had Mass with Father Jason on the beach. Then we got wet and sandy, and it was great because the kids got to go down. They ran in the ocean, dove in, came out. They had to do push-ups, sit-ups, get all that, and then do an obstacle course, wet and sandy. And then eat the military food, but they loved it. And, of course, our guys just are the best around. I already mentioned good luck to our teams this week. A little mention for boys lacrosse. Took a tough loss in the state playoffs. But I'm going to tell you what, getting close to the team, working out with them the whole off season, no quitting these guys. No quitting. That's a credit to their coach. That's a credit to all the teammates. Here, now we're going to talk about no quit. Our guest today will be Robbie Buecker. Plays football, baseball, but most importantly, he's a student athlete. I have a saying, strong mind, strong body, strong faith equals a strong life. We could take strong life out of there and say equals Robbie Buecker. I mean, he just does it all and does it 100 miles an hour. Robbie will be going to West Point in the fall, and he'll be playing baseball there. Robbie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's unbelievable. Here's what I want to do, Robbie. A little bit about you, Where'd you go to elementary school? A little bit about your family. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Right. Well, I went to St. Gregory the Great in Hamilton from kindergarten to 8th grade before coming here to Notre Dame. I'm part of a big family at home. I have 4 siblings. I'm the oldest of 5. They're all a year apart. So right now there's 4 Bueckers in school. Next year there's going to be 4 in school again. So a lot of food at the dinner table at night. And I think that's been a big part of who I am, coming from a big family, a very social family. It's been, definitely a huge part in shaping the person that I'm today.
Okay, so Robbie, you play football, play baseball ever since you've been a freshman here. Kind of give us a little experience about what was that like coming into Notre Dame as a freshman, how you kind of developed your foundation, and where you went from there.
Well, football was kind of a second thought for me, honestly. 8th grade, I didn't really play. I played, all my youth football in Allentown. 8th grade, I took a year off to focus on baseball. So it was really tough trying to figure out whether I was going to play freshman football or not with fall baseball and stuff going on. But I figured, hey, I'll give it a shot freshman year and see what happens from there. And I fell in love with it again. I made 60 of the best friends that I've had in high school. We had a great time playing freshman. And then I had a real choice to make after freshman year was over. Sophomore year, I was thinking about quitting and not playing, but Coach Lordi talked me into it, and to this day, I'm forever indebted to him for doing that because it's given me, some of the best memories that I've had in high school. Got to win a championship this year, which I'm very excited about, and I'd give the world to play high school football again.
That's great. Now, and I know Robbie's not going to sit here and blow his horn, and I don't think we have 2 hours to tell you about all his awards. But, some of the neat things, National High School Strength Coach Association, All-American Athlete, just got that award. I just went to a banquet last week where he got a couple different awards. He's been awarded different things, but that's what's neat about Robbie. I bet you those plaques or things are thrown away in a drawer somewhere because that's not what is important to him. The important to him is about his teammates, his team, his work ethic. His work ethic is unbelievable. And I can attest to that because he's in here all the time. Robbie, what helped you develop that work ethic?
I credit my parents a lot. They've, probably been the 2 biggest supporters of me in my not only athletic career, but my personal life, my social life. just developing me into the person that I am. And they've always pushed me from a young age to be more. They've always told me that, settling for mediocrity, no one ever becomes great settling for mediocrity. So I kind of took that and ran with it. And I'm glad that in high school I've had the opportunity to train here and, develop as a person and an athlete. So, it's not always easy waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to come to lift at 6. And, doing it before school, after school, on the weekends, texting you to see what time the weight room's open. But, at this point, it's just who I am. It doesn't take me to force anything. It's, part of my character now.
Okay, all through your career here at Notre Dame, you've been involved where your faith has been a big part of your life. And I'm sure it's not before you came to Notre Dame. You've been our president of Catholic Athletes for Christ. Tell everybody a little bit about your faith journey through Notre Dame and through before you got to Notre Dame.
Obviously going to Catholic middle school, Catholic elementary school, I was always around the church. And I learned a lot about what it meant to be Catholic, but I didn't exactly live it a whole lot in middle school. But coming to Notre Dame, I really got the chance to live out a Catholic life, and being part of the Catholic Athletes of Christ Association has been really big because I got to meet a lot of different people and go to a lot of different events that have given me the opportunity to spread what I believe and take different things from different people that I wouldn't normally get to meet without it.
I think it's neat to watch because when you're talking about the different events we did, I remember going down to Philadelphia and going to hear Coach Peterson talk at a dinner and some of the different things we've done together, the different Seagirt trips. Of course, Robbie was on the original Seagirt trip we did that some people still have nightmares over.
Yeah.
But and it was neat because the first original Seagirt trip we actually stayed down there, and then we came back 2 years later, and I was talking to some of the young guys who were young guys then, we're older guys now. And like they said, as long as we're not staying overnight here, we're thrilled to death because, but they're the kind of things that build the character, build the foundation. And that's the other thing I want to talk to you about, Robbie, is, I know you get up early in the morning, you're in here lifting all the time, but I think it's an important message because it's part of your culture to a lot of those young players out there that think, oh, gee whiz, I'm pitching today, I can't do the other. It became part of your culture where you did it all the time, and I think you had some success with it.
Yeah. Me and my dad talked about it a lot. So after football ended, I wasn't required to come lift in the morning anymore. But obviously with practice after school and games, 4 or 5 games a week, it's not always easy to go and lift at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And I got used to lifting in the mornings. It's something I've been doing since freshman year. And I was always hesitant in the beginning about lifting on days that I pitched or stuff like that. But the more I did it, the more I realized how really good I felt in the afternoon. So it became part of my routine. On days that I'd pitch, I'd come in and get a lift in before, and it'd work very nicely for me in the afternoons and evenings where I was going 5 or 6 innings. The last couple outings I've gone all 7, and without being in the weight room the whole time, even in the mornings on days that I'd pitch, it's wouldn't be possible without it.
Okay, if you could turn it around and you could give some advice to an incoming freshman athlete or an incoming freshman student about Notre Dame, about how you've done, because you've had a heck of a career, Robbie. I got to tell you that. It's like being, it's like being a proud second father because Robbie and I spent a lot of time together, and he believed in what I was trying to get him to do, and he bought into it, and it's worked. And there is this is just a special person to me. But I'd like him to give the message out of what Notre Dame did for him, how we built his foundation through the years, and if this message is to you if you're thinking about coming to Notre Dame.
I'd say the number one thing for me would be stretch yourself, to really expand past what you think your limits are. Because honestly, if I would be sitting here, 4 years ago, if you'd tell me that I would have been, the kind of football player that I was here for 3 years, I would have told you you're crazy. But with the people that are here, they encourage me to be more than what I thought I was, just a baseball player, and I was going to come here and just play sports, and that'd be it. Being in National Honor Society, and even being the president of the Catholic Athletes of Christ, and to make the friends and be a part of the organizations here that at this point in time I would have told you were crazy. But definitely stretch yourself. And they give you the tools that you need here at Notre Dame to do that, and definitely take advantage of them. Don't just sit back. Don't just accept who you are now. Definitely push, and you're going to be better off for it. I promise you that.
We're taping this on a Monday, and I know you guys got a big playoff game coming up Thursday or Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about the prep this week you'll do to get ready for that playoff game.
Yeah, so Friday we were at Red Bank Catholic. We played them the past 3 years in the state playoffs, so they're no new foe. They're always a good game. You know, our bracket's probably the toughest in the state, so it's definitely no easy feat. You know, last year we made it all the way to the South Jersey final, which is a pretty big deal. But prep this week, you know, I lifted this morning. I'm on a drive-line arm care program that I'll do today at practice. We got a game tomorrow, so I won't be able to do it tomorrow, but definitely Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be doing that. I'll be in the morning on Wednesday, and then Friday, I'll be in the morning on game day to, you know, get ready for that afternoon and, you know, not take any days off.
I know he likes to lift, but I think he just comes in to see this smiling face at 5:45 in the morning. Hey, Robbie, one thing I'd like to talk about before you go is what an accomplishment for West Point. Tell us a little bit about the process of what you had to go through to get accepted to West Point.
Oh, sure. You know, early in my high school career, I definitely had my sights set on, you know, advancing and playing baseball at the next level. As early as freshman year, I was thinking about it, and the service academies were at the top of my list for as long as I can remember. So through the whole recruiting process, there were definitely a lot of schools that I visited, a lot of coaches I talked to, but in the back of my mind, I knew that service academy is the place I wanted to go. So when they offered me the opportunity to play baseball there, the summer of my sophomore year, it was, you know, the best case scenario, I thought. And then from there, the work really just started, and it's still going, both, you know, academically, athletically, but then, you know, the application process, getting a nomination from a senator or congressman, making sure you're on top of all the you know, forms of being a cadet and being part of the standing army, and, you know, being a student and an athlete. It's a lot of stuff to handle, but you know, staying on top of it and staying organized is big for me. I was accepted in February officially, and then I'm still doing paperwork and stuff to this day, so it's definitely been a whole lot.
If I know anything about the military, you'll be doing a lot of paperwork while you're in the military. Robbie, I got to tell you, certain people come along in your lifetime and make a difference in your life. The type of athlete you've been, you've made a difference in my life, son, and I appreciate that. Because not only can I show you off, but again, it's like being a proud father to see what you've done, what you've accomplished, your work ethic and everything, and it's unbelievable. What I say, strong mind, strong body, strong faith equals a strong life. But in my book today, and I'll tell you what, for a long time, that's going to equal Robbie Buecker, because he's a total package. And I think that's what you got to be when you come to school. You got to be willing to go out of your comfort zone. You got to be able to give everything you have. So when you leave that last day of school, when Robbie graduates next week, there'll be no regrets, because he laid it all out in the line. He did everything well. Hey, if you want to see more of these, and, you know, tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about Robbie. Share it. Share the word about Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a great place. It's a great place to be a student. My daughter's gone here. I consider him a son, and I've got sons all over the place. Daughters in here because I love this place. Hey, find out about what we do here. It's a great way to do it. Share it, post it, tell us what you think about Robbie, and hey, great day to be Irish.